You know what this is? This is like, it's like the kid in high school who wants to be in the school play, but because we have to tell all of today's children that they're all special and entitled little snowflakes, this kid has never had to come to terms with the notion of failure and doesn't understand that he's not any good. So he decides to do his own play in the backyard. This is like a play in a bad actor's backyard, this game. Toki wanted to kidnap Pauline. He knew he could play that role, even though he couldn't. So to prove it, he's like, "F you, Donkey Kong," and he starts spitting. That's his big idea. That's the plot of his play. Hey, I'll spit on everything. You think I'm making this up? The game's called Toki going Ape Spit. That's not even a sentence. Well, of course, you wouldn't know that from playing it. Oh no, because the title screen just says Toki. The sticker doesn't say anything. No, the only place it says that's the side of the cartridge. It's going Ape Spit. It's like Toki wanted that to be the title. But, so someone at SEGA was like, "Oh, that's a great idea, Toki, since we can't tell monkeys they're wrong anymore." And to make them happy, they just put it on the side where no one would really see it until they bought it, and then it was too late. Toki going Ape Spit. This is the equivalent of putting your kid's bad drawing on the fridge. And look, don't blame me. And besides, it's not like you can't tell this stuff already just by looking at Toki. It's like the monkey nature forgot. His head's twice the size of his torso, which is not good. His spine's shaped like a candy cane, which is probably even worse. And his face it's locked into a permanent dumb smile. It's like if Lloyd Christmas was frozen in carbonite. He made some bad deals on Tatooine. He lost briefcases or something. Look, it doesn't matter. You know it right away. You look at the monkey, and it's like, okay, that monkey's clearly not playing with a full bunch of bananas. And look, don't listen to your conscience on this one either. This is a case when you can totally judge a book by its cover. Toki plays about as well as you'd expect a creature that appears to be underdeveloped to play. He kind of looks like a fetus. Toki was actually released for a bunch of platforms in the 80s originally. This Genesis version, and this is the interesting part, this is the improved version. The graphics and audio were upgraded, some levels were added, which I guess that means this is the better monkey sprite. And listen, here's the thing. This is kind of a fun game. Don't get your panties in a bunch. I mean, it's stupid, but it's stupid in a fun way. I mean, look at it. It's a Contra-like shooter with a spitting monkey. I don't care. No spine curvature, or primitive brow, or hideous sprite could make that idea not a great idea, but that's the thing. The game itself, it's never as great as the idea. Also, he kind of looks like a fetus. So you can probably tell just by looking at it, but obviously Toki isn't much of a mover. He controls more like a sloth than a monkey. He's slow, he's kind of stiff. This is not really the most agile platformer, and the technical issues certainly don't help. Specifically the hit detection, that's the culprit here. You'll be jumping up to reach a platform, you'll clearly be short by several pixels, yet somehow you end up on the platform. I guess Toki's a magic monkey, which is fine, can't tell him he's not, because then he would have a complex. But it throws off your entire game, and that's the point. You'll start pulling away because you think your jump's too short, but you end up making the jump, but then you fall off the platform because you were pulling away because you thought you were too short. That happens all the time in this game. Until you go Ape Spit and you turn it off. Nothing magic about the off switch, you special little monkey. But like I said, it is kind of fun, and it does have its moments. It's a lot of fun to play around with the different power-ups. The different kinds of spit Toki can spit. Even though, like Contra, you find out that the spread spit is the best spit. The other spits are kind of spits. Which sounds really disgusting. But actually, so is the level design. Not disgusting. I mean that it's... Well, okay, it actually is. Because it's a challenging game, but only because it's a cheap game. Let's put spikes in the worst possible places. Let's put enemies in the worst possible places. Let's put saliva in the worst possible places. Which sounds like someone who's trying to frame someone for murder. It sounds like something they would do. It's disgusting and borderline illegal. So again, even though the concept is fun, the execution is just... Boy, it's really mediocre. Toki could have been much better. course, that's not to say that it's bad. In fact, if you don't mind some stiff controls and cheap design and a platformer that, may or may not be trying to frame you for murder, hey, there's some fun to be had here, if only for its awesome concept. I mean, look, this is one of those old games that just seems to have a cult following, and there's a reason for that. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it must be something. It's Toki! Going Ape Spit to the SEGA Genesis.